Welcome back. Last week, Around the Tiers had the opportunity to go behind the scenes with the Department of Transportation to learn about sign making and setting up construction zones. Take a look. If you're anything like us here on Around the Tiers, you might be wondering who makes the signs we see on our roadways. Well, wonder no longer. We met the team at Department of Transportation, Binghamton Bridge Crew, and even got to try our skills at making our very own road sign. The whole process takes no more than 6 minutes per sign. Each sign goes through a process of being stenciled out by a machine, transferred to a sheet, and then adhered on top of a prismatic sheet of machined metal using a hydraulic roller. That's of course easier said than done, but I'm sure he did well, right?
So with this one, I'm going to take it off.
Guess not. Trade specialist with the Binghamton Bridge Crew, Chris Lindsay, touches on how signs his team makes relate to the work zones and work zone safety.
So sign safety, there's a lot of information out there on sign safety. So in here, you have to know what size you need, what colors you need, what visibility it needs, like the prismatic between the vinyls, between ECs. It's really shown me an appreciation for the signs that are out there, because now I drive up and down the road and I'm like, hey, that's a nice sign.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, like I'm judging every sign now.
As we just learned, there's so much that goes into making the signs, but as you can see behind me, there's a construction zone set up, so we learned a little about the whole process that goes into setting up a zone. We spoke with employee safety and health representative with the DOT, Andy Eaton, to find out more about how work zone safety is decided in our area.
First and foremost, a lot of time and effort gets put into the work zone. It starts right out in our main office and headquarters, where engineers are looking at best practices, what they do throughout the United States, what they do, the requirements for New York and with some of our neighbors. We also, they spend a lot of time interviewing the engineers that we have here locally. So they put these work zones together. There's a book that we go by, the Federal Manual on Uniform Traffic Control. And so then, of course, New York State adds its own into it based on the road conditions.
Setting up a safe work zone for all parties is only half the battle. It also takes the compliance of drivers to follow the rules put in place by road workers.
Everybody that's in that work zone has a family to go home to. They have relatives, they have friends, they have plans for the weekend, just like everybody else that goes in and does their job. Our work zone is our office, and we protect it, and we do so with a lot. Again, with safety, the signs, management. We want everybody to know that there's human beings, there's people in here that are cared for and are expecting at the end of the day to go home at the end of the day and go home to their families.
Next time you find yourself approaching a work zone, take note of your speed, make sure to follow the road signs put in place by the road workers, and stay alert for any obstructions or workers that may be in the traffic area.